Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. Now this is actually a game I really enjoyed so much as a kid. Well, actually, technically, I didn't play the actual game. I played it in the emulator, or always went to the library, downloading the Super Nintendo emulator and playing the Super Metroid. It was one game, the very first Metroid game I've ever beaten. Probably the second game I beaten was Metroid 2, then Metroid 1, and then the other the other titles. Oh yeah, you're also wondering why I don't have a jacket, because it's being washed. Yeah, the jacket's dirty, so the first time you get to see me with no jacket. You know, it's been a while I've played Super Metroid, and I hope I could still remember the good old days to bring me back the memories. So let's hop on board, have some fun, and play Super Metroid.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
The game begins with an interesting dialogue. Samus, right here in front of the game, actually explains the story about how she defeated the Mother Brain and saved the Galactic Federation, which is a reference to the original Metroid. Then she tells the story about how she went to SR-388, which is destroying the original all the Metroids. But interesting though is that this next part is actually referencing the game Metroid 2: Return of Samus. After Samus actually technically takes the baby Metroid as it's confused like a child, Samus actually leaves it to a laboratory where they could analyze it and figure out what to do with the baby Metroid. While Samus was out of the way, the scientists realized that what lies inside the Metroid could be used to protect civilization and to bring peace from these evil space pirates. While Samus was actually seeking a new bounty to hunt, but apparently there has been something really gone wrong. Do you guys want to know what it is? Do you guys want to know what really it is? Ceres Station was under attack. Apparently there are some dead corpses in this game. I guess because Metroid is actually considered a really dark game. And then you see the baby Metroid. At first I thought, hey, there's the baby Metroid. Alright, let's take it and head out of here. And call backup. But then Ridley pops out. So you gotta fight him. But Ridley's really hard to beat. I mean, how can he be able... Well, actually, technically, you can actually take him down. But even if you do, he'll actually escape. I guess because Ridley can't admit that Samus is much powerful than Ridley will ever be. I mean, after all, Ridley was named after the director of the movie Alien, Ridley Scott. After Ridley escapes, the entire laboratory or Ceres Station is about to blow up. You literally have a time limit to get out of there, and once you do, it's actually ready to be blown up. Kinda like Star Wars, but much better than Star Wars explosions. So after Samus escapes from Ceres Station, she knows where Ridley came from, which none other than the planet Zebes. So apparently there has to be something involved with Ridley and planet Zebes, meaning that it's kind of reminds everything about the original Metroid. So it starts where Samus lands on planet Zebes, and she actually finds out what's going on since Ridley is back. But let's skip a little more. after getting the morph ball, there's apparently the entire place is turned back on. Interesting that it was actually shut down, but now it's back on. Let's see what's around here. There might be something up to this. Holy crap, it's a lot of creatures. Oh wow, these things are actually soldiers. Wait, these are space pirates. This is the first mini-boss you'll be fighting. It's a Chozo robotic thingy. After shooting so many times, I realized that the only way I could actually kill this Mecha Chozo is by using missiles. It's more effective than the gun, than using the actual shooter beam that Samus carries in her arm canyon. You know, the one that uses every time in every game. By the way, the soundtrack on Super Metroid is much more hardcore. It's one of the best soundtracks I've ever listened in my life. As a kid, I've enjoyed it. Just listen and let me know how good it is. Now this is the second mini-boss, but it's really cool. It kind of looks like someone mutated a piranha plant from the Super Mario Bros. Series and just threw it in the Metroid series. There is only one way in order to kill this plant, but I'm being serious. The only way you can actually kill this thing is by shooting a missile. You know, the ones that Samus would use in Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. It's really hard to actually try to shoot it because all those little tiny spiky balls are really blocking the way. So after you shoot it, it'll actually help you get to the next part, which is very helpful even though it's actually dead. The next part is to head to the first boss. Now, in order to get there, you need the high boots, which allows you to jump higher. Then you have to kill a mini Craig, which is actually I thought it was the boss. Then there's a room where it's filled with spikes, and I wonder, what am I supposed to do here? Well, the door's locked, so what's gonna happen? Then eruptions comes around, and then out of nowhere, Craig actually comes out. He's no longer small like the enemies. He's now a Japanese kaiju-sized, Godzilla-sized monster, which is actually more interesting to fight it. The only way in order to beat Craig, you need to use missiles if you don't want to beat it much easier. But if you do want to beat it easier, I recommend you guys the Super Missiles. It's more effective and much more powerful. So Craig actually falls down, but you go to the next door. What do you receive? The Varia suit. You know, the suit that was used in Metroid 2 Return of Samus? A dead body. Didn't see that one coming. Then you have to fight Crocodile. You know, I feel like this was supposed to be a boss stage, but it's more like a mini-boss. If you look at it, the only way in order to beat Crocodile is that either A, you charge your beam and shoot it at its mouth, use missiles, or super missiles. Either way, it's going to be one way to actually kill it. It'll just keep on going backwards as long as you shoot it. Thankfully, the charge beam will actually help you out. Why does it have the reward of Titanosaurus? And it's still going. Then you're surrounded by spikes, and then when suddenly the entire place shakes. Oh no, it's Crocomire! But don't worry, he's just dead. Then you fight the fighter, Phantom. Well, it kind of reminds me so much about the Castlevania games. I wonder why. These fireballs just join in one, swirling around like a circle, like if it's the Super Mario World. And then there it is, Phantom, a creature that can turn invisible. This is one of the hardest bosses. At first I thought Kraid was the hardest one, but Phantom's much harder than Kraid. After you kill it, it starts fading and appearing, and then for some reason it explodes or disappears or something like that. Yep, it's disappearing in a swirly way. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the newest suit that Samus equips is the gravity suit. This can actually help you by moving anywhere that will slow you down and also will repel you from being damaged. Now there are two ways to actually get into the water stage. The first one, which is simple, you need a super bomb in order to open the door, or you can use the super bomb to blow up the bridge where it's just filled with glass. Next, we're going to be facing a mini-boss. Now, this mini-boss actually kind of reminds me so much of that dragon that you fight in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time or A Link to the Past. He's really hard to shoot because he moves around, which makes it much harder in order to get to the next boss. Charge attacks also works on this, so it's easy to kill it. And then you will be fighting the next boss, which is Dragon. Now, at first I thought it was going to be a water dragon because that kind of sounded really interesting to fight. But no, it's an actual bug. Now I'm pretty sure you're all wondering, how do you kill Dragon? Is he hard to kill? Do you need to use missiles and all missiles or super missiles? Well, not really. Well, he will start shooting webs, like if he's some kind of a spider, but he'll start going circles around in order to, well, let's just say he'll damage you. But there is one way, but it also has a chance to kill you. You need to equip the grappler hook, which is basically electricity. Aim at this open electricity and shoot it right there so you can hold it, and it'll damage you, but also will kill Dragon. I just heard the roar of Anguirus. Am I watching too much Godzilla movies? I think if not, then it's part of the game. Huh? What's this? I've never seen this place before. Okay, no, skip this. And now we will do what we should have done at the very beginning of the game. Fight Ridley and destroy him. Surprising enough is that in order to beat Ridley, you need to use missiles, charge ice beam shot because that's more effective against Ridley. I'm pretty sure there's a game that doesn't reference anything like that. So after you destroy Ridley, Ridley starts exploding like if it was fireworks on an actual dragon puppet. And his body starts tearing apart. There's no Metroid, which now it's gonna be an actual problem. Then you enter the room. Now you'll actually see Ridley, Kraid, Phantoon, and Dragon as orange statues. For some reason, there are crystals in there which are going up. I don't know what's all that about. I mean, look at that. It looks like it's a face. I mean, look at it screaming. I don't know what's all that about, but it looks like it's a soul. After the crystals explodes and the souls or faces goes really up, then later on the earth, it crumbles again. And what do you know? Another route to another final battle. After the 4 statues falls down. Oh wow, look at that, it's the Metroids. You know, I guess they were referencing this so much to the NES, and wow, that's really cool. Then you got this area, which is kinda weird since hearing the music. Wait, that's the baby Metroid? Whoa, it got really so big! Oh man, I hope he doesn't go for me. I think he's looking at me. Okay, now let's get out of here because that thing is gonna devour me. It's devouring me. This is worse than the Titans from Attack on Titan. Okay, we are literally going to die. Wait, what happened? Why do I have just 1 energy? Is it possible that the baby Metroid realized that was Samus? Let's just keep on going since the baby Metroid spared our lives. And now we are at the final battle, the battle we've been waiting for. Destroy these weird zapper crystal thingy-majingies to reach the mother brain and destroy her in order to bring peace and not let Planet Zebs go rampage again. She's covered in glass, so I recommend you guys to use missiles or super missiles in order to break it and damage her. These projectiles will also try to interrupt you, so make sure to freeze them. I recommend you guys to do that, so that way you can be able to beat the mother brain much faster. So after you defeat the mother brain, there's actually the head's just gonna be just standing there on the floor, and then oh man, it becomes a Japanese kaiju-sized monster. I think that's already been, I don't know how many times I've said that. So you're all asking me, is there a way to kill the mother brain? Well, there is the ice beam. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been another game. There's missiles and super missiles. The mother brain starts charging her head. Then she shoots a devastating beam that once you get hit, you lose all items. All the missiles, all the super missiles, all the super bombs, and your health will have a lot of damage. It'll give you a lot of damage, and you can't stand up. It's really impossible to get this ready to fight back against the mother brain. And then she goes for another blow, but surprisingly, the baby Metroid comes in and starts eating the mother brain. Surprisingly enough, that after the baby Metroid starts eating the mother brain becomes merely a stone, or becomes really like a statue. But so the baby Metroid gives all that energy back to Samus. I guess the mother brain never actually fully brainwashed the baby Metroid. But suddenly, the mother brain comes back alive again, and this time, it's not trying to kill Samus and the baby Metroid. It's like it realized that the baby Metroid was brainwashed, but the mother brain has been actually trying to brainwash it, probably to turn it into a baby Metroid. Surprising enough that the baby Metroid tries to attack the mother brain one more time, but the mother brain finally kills the last Metroid in the entire galaxy, meaning that there are no more Metroids. But the baby Metroid gives Samus the Hyper Beam. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard that from a game before. The Hyper Beam is what is actually the beam that can actually kill the mother brain. Remember how in the original was a missile? Well, now it's a hyper beam. The mother brain's body starts turning red, meaning that you're actually starting to it's finally dying. Then it goes back to its head, which the mother brain moves its head like it's screaming, and it eventually dies. And you know what's the fun part about this? There's a time limit to get out of Planet Zebs. And so now there's a part where there's these creatures where you have to open a door for them so they could actually escape. After saving those creatures, now it's your turn to get out of Planet Zebs. So you have to head back to the ship. Samus gets back on the ship and then immediately starts the engine and starts getting out of Planet Zebs because the planet is about to blow up. You know, this is similar to the movie from the Alien franchise where the planet blows up on that movie, but this one is Planet Zebs, so it has a reason why it got blown up. So the planet does blow up, and it has a huge rings and circle, which is supposed to be showing the planet exploding. But if you're asking, where's Samus? Good question. Actually, she survived. She actually made it out of Planet Zebs and escaped from the entire explosion. And that's Super Metroid. It's a really great game. It's awesome. Super Metroid may be just may look like a nice, fun space adventure game, but in reality, it's one of the most hardest games ever been played, and it's really the most toughest ones, which lead to inspirations like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But there's one thing I give Nintendo credit for: making all of the game really long. That's what made me had a lot of fun and enjoy playing the game. And I'm glad I put this as a September exclusive, because this was something I've actually wanted to review ever since I created Anime Madness Video Games Count Season 1. I've always wanted to do this as the very first episode, but I didn't own the game, so I decided to do a different review. And now, look at it right now. We have a Super Metroid review. This is TheClayberry, and thank you for watching my review of Super Metroid. Now, before I go, I want to let you know there are a little bit updates about the gameplay of Super Metroid at the very end. Just keep on watching the video, and I'll catch you guys later.